Which brings us to the Cowboys.
Man.
Oh,
what a
Brian Schottenheimer.
underwhelming choice, in my opinion. I don't really. What's he done so far in the league?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's done necessarily to earn a spot like this. It's he's been all around, and he hasn't really done a ton.
It just doesn't seem like an
he's gotten.
upgrade either from McCarthy. Like, it's something different.
Yes.
And they did just...
But isn't that much different? Because he was the offensive coordinator, but he didn't call plays.
Yeah.
And he's just been all around. Like he was with the Redskins as the quarterback coach, Chargers quarterback coach in 2002, Jets offensive coordinator 2006 to 2011, Rams offensive coordinator 2012 to 2014, went to Georgia, quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator at Seattle the last years of Russ and the COVID year, passing game coordinator for the Jaguars during the failed Urban Meyer experiment, and then coaching analyst, offensive coordinator, and now head coach for the Cowboys. So the only thing, as I went down his resume and kind of looked at, the only thing I saw that I liked was the fact he never really had a good quarterback or offensive system. Like, he never had a guy to say, like kind of like Josh McDaniels. Is he that good, or did he have Tom Brady all that time?
Right.
Cliff Kingsbury he did great this year. It sure helps to have a talented quarterback, though.
Right.
So you could be the greatest coach in the world and not be able... I mean, like Belichick losing all those games his last year. Belichick was still the best coach in the game. He just didn't have any talent around to win the games. So the only thing I can take away from Schottenheimer being uninspiring, yes. Did they screw it all up? Yes. Would I rather had Kellen Moore or Joe Brady or Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn or any of those guys? Yes, absolutely. But the only thing that makes me kind of like, okay, was his interview was pretty good. And it's going to have some continuity with the offense, which is okay.
Yeah.
But, he hasn't really had a chance to lead an offense as talented as this. So we'll give it a C+ for now. A passing grade until I see otherwise. It could quickly turn into an F.
I'm kind of with you on that. And I don't know if Jerry's going for low expectations.
He better.
So...
hard to sell low expectations, but the stadium sells out every year anyway. It's just other people's fans.
State. It was just like, I felt like they were just decent, and now it's just kind of in this weird in between.
The league goes fast for everybody but Mahomes and Brady. Like, you're 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, and then the coach gets fired. Your offensive coordinator's in Philadelphia. Your defensive coordinator, in the Super Bowl. Your defensive coordinator's the head coach of Washington, almost making the Super Bowl. And you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, we're 4-12 or 4-13.
And it's like, and we suck. And now, this year we'll see. I mean, McCarthy did fine. I mean, they finished 7-10.
Yeah. So
I mean, they did a pretty good job. But yeah, they should have fired McCarthy earlier in the season, so that way you actually tank and get a decent draft pick. They desperately need another receiver. They desperately need help on the offensive line. They desperately need help on the defensive line. They desperately need help at running back. So hopefully you can get 5 first-round picks.
Freaking wild.
It's going to be a lot.
Crazy.